Live and direct. It's Sway in the morning.
Right here on Shade 45.
But Tracee Ellis Ross is one of the most talented actresses you could ever see.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, definitely.
All right. I've watched you in many programs, especially Girlfriends. We all, you know. That became household to us.
Yeah.
You know, because I used to watch Sex in the City and go, this is cool, but I can't relate to it, you know. And then when Girlfriends came on the scene, it just really depicted the dynamic between women of color in a way that I thought was smart, clever, intelligent.
Mara Brock
you
and
know,
Keel, ladies
I mean,
and gentlemen.
It's different from Love and Hip Hop. You know what I mean? Or
It is, Sway.
you know, it's different. No knock on Mona. That's a
I
black
didn't
girl
knock. I
who
just
rocked
said it's
to-
different.
It's different. I just leave it at different. And then your lineage is so royal to me. You know, real quick, I'm talking out of format. Don't tell me to, close it.
He's on a roll.
I met your mom once,
You did.
who I am a humongous fan of.
When did you meet her?
What year was that, Rich? You remember we met her?
I think we were 2006.
Six. And
we were in the whiskey.
No, the hotel, the double.
The hotel.
I was like,
the blue.
Were you sure it was my mom?
It was your mom. and
Not at the whiskey.
I wanted to apologize to her because at that time I was a little more slightly thugged out, so I had a.
That was your scandalous years?
Yeah. I had the bomber jacket on, a knit cap, some Timbs, and some baggy jeans.
Did you frighten her?
Yeah. We bum rushed your mom and Rich.
Bum rushing
we
is
bum
not
rushed
a
your
good
mom,
idea.
and the security guards were caught off guard. And Rich did this. Miss Ross, this is Sway. We want to take a picture with you. And I just took the picture, boom, like that. And your mother never knew what happened. And she kind of looked left, looked right, and we were out. We left the scene. And I was like, I got this picture, right?
Oh, my goodness.
And then somebody put the picture in Style magazine.
Are you
Of
serious?
your mom and me. So it's on the internet.
Well, there you go.
There it is. And,
There you go.
Wow, Sway.
What I
Sway.
appreciate about Tracee, appreciate about you is that when you have a parent that is just so iconic, and you pursue a similar industry, it's hard to make your own path. But I wouldn't know. My mother's, retired.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing, beautiful. But she went into the medical field.
And you didn't do that.
I couldn't read past 5 pages. But you were
Sway, you are hysterical.
You've been able to carve your own lane and create your own career on your own merit. And I think what you add to Black Girls Rock and you and Regina King is nobody can duplicate that. It makes it so special. Because
it's special for us too. I have to say, yeah.
Why did you get involved?
I got involved. Beverly asked Regina and I to host it before BET even started hosting it, and it started airing it. And I was like, first of all, when I heard what the intention of the show was, and the year that we first hosted, it was amazing people being honored, and I was like, oh my God, who was the poet?
Yeah.
Sonia Sanchez?
Holy moly. I was like, yes, I will be there. And it was such an amazing experience working with Regina. We knew each other, but we never worked together. And we found this rapport and this ease and this friendship with each other. And then when it finally went to TV and Beverly asked us, it was like a given. It was like, of course,
Nice.
And it's really been fun to find this thing with Regina and I, to combine that with the fact that it's just a great experience. It's a great show. I learn about new people. This year I learned about Amina Matthews, who I didn't know who she was, a community activist. We got to honor Mara, Queen Latifah. I mean, every year it's so fun and the performances are extraordinary. Last year I took a picture with Missy. Oh, Missy Elliott. I just thought I was going to die.
I do want to add that Tracee and Regina, Regina's been with us pretty much since the beginning, except for the first year. But they were doing this like me. They've been doing this before the cameras were on.
Yeah.
They were supporting Black Girls Rock before we went to TV. And so naturally, of course, I'm like, I already got superstar celebrities that host the show. Can we bring them on board?
But that's actually something special that you do. That does not always happen, Beverly. A lot of times the people that are involved with an organization or a cause before television picks it up or whatever, they don't bring you along, and it doesn't happen that way. But Beverly constantly constantly is fighting to keep the caliber of what she's doing and the authenticity of what she's doing to remain valid and real for what you want it to be saying. And I think it's so important. Getting Alice Smith on, all these different things, like sort of working through the bureaucracy of what happens and keeping it right in line with what you want to be doing, which I think is really, there's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely. And
Beverly Bond, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, sing that, Tracee.
Beverly Bond. It's my Aaron Neville. No, come on now. Listen, as soon as
You are your mother's
first
daughter.
of all, as soon as people say sing, I immediately become the funny girl because people listen so differently. That's one area as Diana Ross's child. As soon as I say, I'm like, ha, happy, and I make it silly.
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to Sway in the morning
On Shea 45.